YouTube. It's your girl Michelle. I'm just here to give you a story time, and yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Okay, so my story time is about how I first got, as you guys don't know, I'm suffering from depression. Um, and I'm just doing this video for people that's suffering too, just to let them know that you're not alone. And yeah, just want y'all to know that there is people out there that suffer from depression. Hell, I'm not famous, but like other people, like famous people, suffer from depression. Y'all may not see it, and if y'all know me, y'all know that I don't show it, but I am suffering from depression. I've been suffering from depression for years now. So yeah, I'm just here to tell you how it all started. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to see more of like videos like this or whatever, I'm gonna try my best not to cry because it's really hard. It's really hard to talk about it. But so let's get into it. Where do I start? First, I didn't know it yet, but like I had like, it was when I was 8. I got molested by my cousin's stepdad. I did not know what was going on because of how young I was, but all I remember, because I did get drugged, all I remember is having a super migraine. Like I was so like, I was getting lightheaded because of it. If you guys have those migraines, you know, or if you ever had a migraine, you'll know what I'm talking about. So all I like, it was like here, like, and what really hurt me the most is my cousins were the one that were the one that was giving me the pills, and they knew I was like, these are my way, like they're way older than me. So like they knew what they were doing, but I didn't, I was just taking them. I know it's dumb or whatever, but like I was just taking them because, I wanted to get away, and this is supposed to be my family. I wouldn't I wouldn't imagine them doing that. So I just kept taking them and taking them. And then all of a sudden I knew, like, I mean, the migraine, it kind of went away, but like then again I started getting dizzy, and I felt really tired because they were giving me their sleeping pills to help them go to sleep or whatever. So yeah, so where was I remember getting really dizzy to where like I just seen like the room was spinning, and I was stumbling up the stairs because I felt tired. So I was going to the room, but I ended up going, he guided me to his room, and yeah, so all I remember is laying down. I used to wear these nightgowns, and some underwear, and all I remember is like a shadow over me, like of his shadow over me. And then I didn't remember. The next thing I knew, I was waking up in a bathtub with my top off, and them running water, and everybody was crying because they said that I wasn't waking up, and that I slept for like a day or whatever. I don't know what the case was. I don't know how long I slept, but no, it was the next day, and it was time for me to go home, and I wasn't waking up. They was trying to wake me up, and I wasn't. But so like a month or two after, like when I got home, I remember like my private area hurting and all that. When I, and then like I kept like telling them, you know, I kept telling my dad and my mom, saying that my private area hurt or whatever. And they took me to the hospital, and you know, hospitals have to do, you know, the rape kit or whatever, because I told them what happened. And they didn't find nothing like, they didn't find nothing wrong, but I'm not sure. They just found something, but they didn't tell me. They told my parents. So I don't know what they found, but I do know that he didn't physically like rape me. He didn't physically, like, you know. I do know, so I want to say, okay, so like a month or two down the line, I remember getting woken up because my aunt, the one, my cousin's mom or whatever, my aunt finally went through his PSP. You know, this is a long time ago, so if y'all don't know what a PSP is, it's like, it's basically like a DSI, but like, you know, she went through the PSP, and she found sorry, trying not to get emotional. She found pictures of me and a lot of other girls that were my cousin's friends. So this didn't just happen to me. She found pictures of me in my nightgown, but with no underwear on. And he was lifting up my nightgown and looking under and everything. And so we called the cops, or she called the cops. I don't know which one was it. Then again, I got woken up by it, you know, so the cops were already involved. She found it and everything, and the cops, he, like, I don't know, he went, like, I'm guessing that he ran. I'm not sure what the deal was, but they couldn't find him. So and this like just gave me so much trauma. Like, I don't know who to trust now. Like, I still to this day live with it. So like, I just have very, very much trust issues in men. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do to me, you know, and I'm so sketchy. So yeah, so she found pictures and everything, and yeah, so they couldn't find him, and then they finally found him. And how do I put this? Okay, they finally found him. He went to jail. He's still in jail that I know of. I remember when I was younger, I remember them making me go and, you know, identify him or whatever, on, because I didn't know this was happening to me. I was so young, you know, and I didn't know what, you know, what it felt like to be molested or whatever. I just knew something was wrong with my private area because it never hurt like that. So they told me to identify him, and if he's the person that was with us that night or whatever, watching us, because her mom was my cousin's mom was at work because she worked overnights. So yeah, so I identified him, and I remember the first hearing. He whispered something to me. I don't remember what it was, but like I don't remember word for word, but basically he was basically he was like, he wasn't whispering to me because I wasn't that close to him, but like he was, I don't know how to say it. He was moving his lips basically, and was telling me, he basically said that he's gonna find me and all this other stuff. But so years go by, you know. I never went out the house. I never went to anywhere, you know. I never went to people's houses anymore. My dad was afraid of me even going down to the park, you know. So, you know, my childhood basically ended that day that they found out. Which I'm glad, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they found out. Because I didn't know what was happening to me. Like, I was having nightmares of that night, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I still didn't know what happened. So, yeah, it basically, I just felt like it was my fault for some way, somehow, you know, because I was the one getting punished for it. Like, I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't go to my friends. I couldn't trust them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just couldn't, you know. And so it just basically put a toll on me. So I got closer to my grandpa, right? And he had cancer when I was real young, like when I was in elementary school. And he beat it. It was melanoma cancer. They cut it out his back because it was a mole. And then it was, I want to say the summer going into 6th grade, he got it again, and he kept telling them that he had symptoms, but they wouldn't listen. They kept saying that he was paranoid. So they didn't catch it in time, basically. And when they did catch it, it was already to his brain. So he couldn't get chemo, and it was already stage 4. So they said that he only had 6 months to live. So, which he lived longer than 6 months. But I just pushed him away because, you know, I didn't really know how to, you know, let him go. So, I pushed him away. I still was helping him, you know, like, but it was just too late. Like, it was months down the road before. I just thought it was easier, you know. Just thought it was easier to let him, it would be easier for me to push him away. And, but then something just came to me, like something just popped in my head, like, you know, I don't want our last moments to be me not wanting to be there for him. I want him to know that I love him. So that's when I started helping him around the house. I was there 24/7. I was missing school for him, like just being there because I didn't want, you know, I didn't want to get a call at school or whatever, or them come into my school and tell me, you know, because I don't really like, I was the type to, I was always taught that crying in front of people is weak. So I was just afraid, you know, to people seeing me at my lowest points. So, yeah, so I was just, I was like, you know, he had blisters on his leg. I was putting Vaseline on them for him. I was putting Vaseline on his head so it won't get, you know, dried up. I was doing everything for him. I was getting him food. I was just doing everything. And then he passed away on April 24th of 2014. He and it just took a real, like, I just regretted pushing him away for all the months, because that could have been quality time that I could have got to do more things with him and spend more time with him. So after that, I just didn't talk to nobody for at least 3 months. I was always getting in trouble. Like, I just didn't know how, you know, didn't know how to grieve. So I basically put it into anger. I didn't really fix it, you know. I didn't really grieve. I just was angry all the time. And then that came depression when I finally let it in, because I waited so long. So it became depression, and that's the first time I tried to hurt myself. I tried to take pills. Sorry. I tried to take pills. That didn't work. And I tried again, the same method. That didn't work. So I was just like, maybe God has another plan for me, you know? So I kept living life, you know, getting better, as I should say. Then I got my heart broken. And so that just even put more trust issues on men, because I never had a good man in my life. So yeah. After the heartbroken, I tried it again. Didn't work. So I was like, well, maybe it's not my time, you know? Maybe it's not. Maybe God has another plan for me. So then I met my boyfriend. We had a child, a handsome son. And now, like, I'm still depressed. Especially when I got postpartum depression. That was the worst. Oh my goodness. I would never wish that upon nobody. And if you are going through that, I know how you feel. It's no joke. And I don't want to say this like you're crazy or whatever, but get a good counselor. That would really help to get it all out. Or if you have a boyfriend that you could really talk to and he really understands you, I would say talk to him. Like, let everything that you're feeling out, because that can really hurt you, and it could really make you do stuff to yourself that you never wanted to do to you. So I'm still then again, I'm still like trying to process this whole depression thing, you know. But it really helps me get through it when I talk to people, and it really helps me to know that I have another life to live for. And I'm so thankful for my boyfriend, even though we have our issues that we're working on. And it's mainly me, because I have trust issues, because like I said, I never had, you know, a good man in my life. But what I'm just trying to say is, depression ain't no joke, but at the end of the day, it will make you stronger. And if you're feeling some type of way, you need to let it out, regardless if it's a counselor, regardless if it's your mom, your grandma, like anybody, you know, anybody that's close to you, anybody that you can trust to know what you're going through and know what you're thinking and what you're feeling. I would say you should just let it all out, you know. And crying in front of people does not make you weak. It shows how passionate and beautiful you are, because even with all your flaws, you can still get through it, you know. Crying, I'm not gonna say crying is a part of life. Crying is how you show your emotions, and I just think y'all can get through it. Whoever's suffering from depression, just know you're not alone. And you could always comment, you could always do whatever, you can always reach out to me. I just comment, like, you know. I'll even put my Instagram down in the link or whatever. I'll put my Instagram, my Facebook, whatever, just so y'all know that you're not alone. And I love to talk about how I'm feeling, because I don't really have nobody to talk to about it right now, and that's what's really hurting me the most, because me and my boyfriend is not really on talking terms. Like, we're in the same house, but we're just not at a good state right now. So I would love you guys to comment, tell me, you know, I'm always here to just listen. Even if you don't want advice, I'm always here to listen. I'm a great listener. That's what I've always wanted, is somebody to listen. But okay, thanks for listening to my story. Then again, like, comment, whatever you need. I'm here to listen. I just want y'all to know that you're not alone, and please subscribe. And if you want to see videos from me, just tell me what videos you want. I'll do it. What pranks, I don't care. Just tell me. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.